Welcome to Just in Concept. Today, we're exploring the captivating world of open concept living room, embracing rustic charm and warm, soothing tones, all while incorporating touches of greenery to create a refreshing oasis within your apartment. Join me as we embark on this journey of design and tranquility. Imagine stepping into a space where the boundaries between rooms dissolve and light flows freely through an expansive, open floor plan. This is the essence of our open concept living room. Canvas waiting to be painted, with the hues of warmth and the textures of nature. Let's begin our exploration of this inviting sanctuary. The foundation of our design lies in the rustic elements that ground the space and connect it to the natural world. Picture weathered wooden beams stretching across the ceiling, their rough-hewn surfaces telling stories of time and craftsmanship. These beams not only add architectural interest, but also create a sense of intimacy in the open space, drawing the eye upward and emphasizing the room's height. Underfoot, imagine wide plank hardwood floors, their warm honey tones inviting bare feet and creating a seamless flow throughout the living area. The natural grain patterns in the wood add subtle texture and movement, reminiscent of the organic lines found in nature. This flooring serves as a unifying element, tying together different functional areas within the open concept. As we turn our attention to the walls, envision a palette of soft, warm neutrals. Picture walls washed in a gentle cream, reminiscent of sun-bleached driftwood. This light backdrop serves to brighten the space and provides a versatile canvas for our rustic and natural element. Accent walls in deeper, earthy tones, perhaps a soft terracotta or a muted sage, add depth and visual interest without overwhelming the senses. Now let's focus on the heart of our living room, the seating area. Imagine a generously sized sofa, its lines clean and modern, and its upholstery a nod to our rustic theme. Picture it covered in a soft, natural linen in a warm oatmeal hue. Overstuffed cushions invite you to sink in, while the textural fabric adds a tactile element to the space. Flanking the sofa, visualize a pair of armchairs that blend rustic charm with contemporary comfort. Their frames might be crafted from reclaimed wood, the imperfections in the grain celebrating the beauty of natural materials. The seats and backs, upholstered in a rich, buttery leather, offer a luxurious contrast to the rough wood. As the leather ages and develops a patina, it will only add to the lived-in, welcoming feel of the space. Between these seating elements, picture a coffee table that serves as both a functional surface and a piece of art. Imagine a slice of a tree trunk, its edges left raw and natural, perched atop a simple metal base. The organic shape of the wood contrasts beautifully with the clean lines of the furniture. While the metal base adds a touch of industrial flair to our rustic scheme. To soften the look and add layers of comfort, envision an array of throw pillows scattered across the seating. Choose fabrics that echo our warm, natural palette, perhaps some in a nubby wool the color of wheat fields. Others in a soft chenille, the shade of desert sand. Mix in a few pillows with subtle patterns, a muted plaid or a simple stripe, to add visual interest without disrupting our serene color scheme. Draping casually over the back of the sofa, picture a chunky knit throw in a warm, spicy hue, perhaps a deep cinnamon or rich mustard. This not only adds another layer of texture, but also introduces a pop of color, draws the eye, and invites you to curl up with a good book. As we pan out to take in the entire seating area, let's consider the importance of a well-chosen rug. Imagine a large, natural fiber rug, perhaps jute or sisal, its rough texture providing a pleasing contrast to the smooth wood floors. The neutral tone of the rug helps to define the seating area within the open concept space, while its natural materials reinforce our rustic theme. Now let's turn our attention to lighting, a crucial element in creating ambiance in any space. Overhead, picture a statement chandelier that marries rustic and modern aesthetics. Imagine a large circular frame crafted from distressed wood, suspended from the ceiling by sturdy iron chains. Within this frame, Edison bulbs hang at varying heights, their warm glow casting a soft, inviting light over the seating area. To supplement the central light source, envision a pair of table lamps flanking the sofa. Their bases might be crafted from pottery in earthy tones, their organic shapes echoing the natural elements in our design. As we move away from the main seating area, let's explore how we can define different functional zones within our open concept space while maintaining a cohesive look. Imagine a dining area, seamlessly integrated into the living room. Picture a rustic farmhouse table, its planked top bearing the marks of countless family meals and lively conversations. The wood might be reclaimed barn boards, each imperfection telling a story and adding to the table's character. Surrounding this table, envision a mix of seating options to add visual interest and flexibility. On one side, picture a long wooden bench, its simple lines echoing those of the table. On the other side, and at the ends, imagine mismatched wooden chairs, united by a similar rustic style, but each unique in its details. Above the dining table, consider a light fixture that complements our chandelier in the living area. Picture a long, horizontal fixture crafted from wrought iron, its black finish providing a striking contrast to the warm woods. Multiple Edison bulbs hang from this frame at different lengths, creating a visually interesting display and providing ample light for dining. As we transition from the dining area back into the living space, let's consider how we can incorporate storage without disrupting our open, airy feel. Imagine a large, rustic bookcase along one wall, its shelves crafted from the same reclaimed wood as our dining table. The open shelving allows us to display books, pottery, and personal mementos. Adding personality to the space, while maintaining the open concept. Now let's address one of the key elements of our design, the incorporation of greenery to create a refreshing atmosphere. Imagine strategically placed plants of varying sizes throughout the space, each adding a burst of life and color to our warm, neutral palette. In one corner of the living room, picture a tall fiddle-leaf fig tree, its large, glossy leaves creating a striking focal point. The vibrant green of its foliage contrasts beautifully with the warm tones of our design, while its height draws the eye upward, emphasizing the spaciousness of our open concept. On the bookshelf, envision small potted herbs interspersed among the books and objets d'art. Not only do these add touches of green throughout the shelving unit, but they also introduce delightful fragrances to the space. Imagine the subtle scent of rosemary or basil wafting through the air, adding another sensory layer to our design. Hanging from the ceiling near a window, picture a series of macrame plant hangers, their intricate knots adding texture and interest. From these, imagine trailing plants like pothos or string of pearls, their long vines creating a living curtain that softens the lines of the space and adds movement. On the coffee table, consider a low, wide bowl filled with an assortment of succulent. Their varied shapes and subtle color variations create a miniature landscape, adding interest to the table's surface without impeding conversation or the use of the table. As we continue to explore the integration of nature into our design, let's consider the role of natural light. Imagine large windows allowing sunlight to flood the space, highlighting the warm tones of our color palette. And bringing out the rich textures in our natural materials. If privacy is a concern, picture simple, sheer linen curtains that filter the light without blocking it entirely, their gentle movement in the breeze, adding a sense of airiness to the room. To further blur the lines between indoors and out, consider incorporating some natural stone elements into our design. Perhaps a feature wall clad in stacked stone, its rough texture and varied colors adding depth and interest to the space. Or imagine a fireplace surround, crafted from river rocks, their smooth, rounded surfaces providing a pleasing contrast to the angular lines of our furniture. As we pan across the room, taking in the seamless flow between living, dining, and perhaps even a kitchen area. Let's consider how we can use color to unify the space while still defining separate zones. Imagine a color gradient that subtly shifts as you move through the apartment. Perhaps the living area features warmer tones, those oatmeals, cinnamons, and wheats we discussed earlier. As you move into the dining area, the palette might cool slightly, incorporating more greens and blues, reminiscent of a serene forest glade. This design is not about perfection, but about creating a space that feels authentic, lived in. Reclaimed wood, the weathered leather, the handmade pottery. All these elements tell a story and invite you to add your own chapter. It's a space that will evolve with you, growing more beautiful and more personal with each passing year. If you've enjoyed this journey and would like more inspiration for creating your perfect living space, don't forget to subscribe to Just in Concept.